Muslim community is still perplexed on the police raid of 20 Muslim homes. There were allegations of unnecessary force by the police, allegations that some of the suspects did not know each other, and the police went to all this trouble and only achieved one arrest and seized one plastic sword. How did the police get it so wrong? And what measures have the police undertaken to ensure that this doesn't happen ever again?
Can we start with Neil Gagan to answer that one, then we'll come back to the Attorney General.
Look, the first instance is most important, is an issue of public safety, and the reason why those warrants were executed is we had credible information to suggest that a terrorist attack was imminent, and we took the appropriate course of action. And with no apologies for that. That was done in consultation with the New South Wales Police. It was not a plastic sword that was seized, I'll get that very clear.
What was it?
It was a legitimate sword that was seized. It wasn't plastic. It was taken because it was a weapon, and therefore we took it. The number of police used have also been criticised. Again, we make no apologies for that. For us, it's an issue of officer safety, and when you take into consideration the type of resources we use, we believe, as does the New South Wales Police, that those resources were appropriate. What we will see now is more raids like we saw in Sydney, because the environment has changed, the paradigm has changed such that we will be forced to react much quicker than what we previously have. And I think that the community will see more of this, where we'll do a large number of execution of search warrants and probably only 1 or 2 arrests.
Are you saying that you are now preparing for raids on a similar scale to the ones we've already seen?
I didn't say that, Tony, but what I think...
You said more raids like the one in Sydney.
I said what the community will have to see, I think, and what the community will expect is that similar raids that will take place in the future. We have a large number of ongoing investigations, and they will continue, and we will continue to act appropriately for public safety reasons.
So is it kind of overkill in order to prove a point? Or?
No, it's not overkill. We need a search warrant to actually execute those warrants and those raids on those premises, as the term is used. And it is given to us by a magistrate looking at an affidavit to ensure that there's sufficiency of evidence to go forward. So it's not just us going on a whim. It is utilising what we are able to do through a judicial notice.
Firstly, you mentioned that there was credible information. If one is to judge the credibility of that information in light of the outcome certainly didn't reflect that. But secondly, that if there is this gung-ho approach almost, my real concern as a member of this community in this society is this, that to the extent that there are people there who are uncertain or feeling disenfranchised, conduct like that will drive them in a particular direction.
The actions you're taking is creating a negative response in the community that could be driving people down the path of radicalisation.
Well, let us get this straight. The police Operation Appleby was not over the top, and it was not overreach. That operation was put into effect because, as Deputy Commissioner Gagan said, there was specific actionable intelligence that an individual was imminently about to commit a terrorist crime, an act of violence, an act of lethal violence here in Sydney. And I make absolutely no apologies, and I'm sure the police make no apologies for standing up an operation to apprehend and interdict and prevent the commission of an act of lethal terrorist violence.